Good afternoon. We are live. What is Please Bell doing? Hey, Please Bell in. Hello, we are live. Good afternoon. My name is Nabia Boachidankwa and I am your host this afternoon on Z Multimedia. You're welcome to Z Decor Live. Last week, we started the show. That was the maiden edition, and we had a very beautiful show with Lillian. Yes, Lillian was here, a realtor, and she came to talk to us about spatial planning and how to have functional spaces. And it's a good thing, how to plan our spaces well, so that when we walk into our space, we don't feel tardy, we don't feel all dread, we're able to move around, lie around, and relax. Today, I have another amazing guest. She's actually my boss, and I'll explain why she's my boss. Every architect is an interior decorator's boss, yes. So I have an architect in studio today, and she's going to help me dissect another interesting topic, interesting and essential. Okay. The production team is here. We're going to have informative and an insightful discussion, and of course, good music. Good music is very important. If there is no music, as I said, we walk away or walk out of the studio. All right. And I cannot continue the intro without acknowledging that we are in a period of mourning. So on behalf of my production team and my good self, we want to extend condolences to all families and wish them well. Okay, but welcome. And we are back. It's time for our DIY segment, and today we're going to talk about pictures, because we have a lot of pictures in our home, pictures in our offices, pictures we've taken on trips, pictures we've taken school graduation and all of that. And we have them on our walls, but from an interior point of view, most of them are an eyesore, because most of you, yes, you have the idea of celebrating or remembering events, but you are missing the point. So today's DIY segment is to just steer you in the right direction so you know what to do. The first thing is, if you're somebody who has a lot of pictures in your space, the first thing is to find a theme. A theme is very, very important, because you took the pictures in various aspects of your life, so there's the birthdays, there's the weddings, there's the just because, there's the travels. So you have to organize or cluster them according to each theme. So if it's, let's say school graduation, you have about 10 of those. So you put them or arrange them at one section. If it's birthdays, at one section, weddings, parties at one section. So you get the idea now. Now, when you do that, then you plan your layout. Layout is very important. Layout essentially is how it's going to be on the wall, or if it's a console, I'll explain what console is as Z Decor Live continues. But if it's a console, if you're going to arrange them on the console, how it's supposed to be on the console. If it's on your wall, how it's going to be. But the trick here that most of you miss is you have to lay it out on the floor. Lay it out on the floor and let's see how it looks, or you should see how it looks on the floor. Once it's on the floor and you arrange it, then you know that, okay, I want it to look like this. I want 10 units, I want 5 units, or I just want 2 big ones. So once you lay it out on the floor, then you get to decide what frame it's going to be in. The frames are also very important. The frames also make sure that the pictures don't look awful. So if you're going for a black theme, you make sure that all the frames are black. If it's pink, well, pink frames. If it's purple like Z, all the frames should be purple. And now we have lots of retailers who are selling such things. So once you do that, then if it's a wall, and I'm choosing to say a wall because my focal DIY is for a wall. So if it's a wall, what you have to do is to make sure that you have to build inwards. So now you have the pictures you're going to put on the wall. You have laid that down on the floor. You know how it's going to look like. You've put them in the frame. Then you decide which wall you're going to have put it on. So you have to build around it. Build around it means take one particular picture. So if it's, for instance, graduation where you're standing with your parents, that one should be the main one or the focal one. So that would probably be in the middle. So you measure properly, you find the middle, which is your focal point, put that particular picture there, then you build around it. So you have the other pictures, probably with your siblings, with your friends, dinner afterwards, celebratory pictures afterwards, then you build around it. But whatever it is, make sure that you measure, because sometimes one picture is long in the corner, it's obscure in another corner. It makes everything clumsy, So kindly make sure that for this particular DIY, if you are going to do it and not get an interior furnisher or even an architect to come in and help you, make sure that the frames are intact, your lines are intact, and hang it that way. And then you can add your lights, because now they are picture lights as well. So this is your DIY tip for today. All right. You should have brought me something to eat. Snacks. The weather is funny, so
I know, right?
This one, bring
No
snacks.
worries.
No won't give anybody.
Is the only cake you want?
Hey.
Don't you want potato chips?
Hey,
Sweet potato chips.
Hey, this girl.
Yeah,
hey.
that's a new fun for you. I love it so much. Yeah. So next time I'll bring you some.
Amen. So I have Cynthia in-house or in the studio today, and we are going to delve into a very interesting topic, and it's a very critical topic. But in the intro, I said that Cynthia is an architect, and every interior designer's boss, whether we like it or not, is an architect. I say that because when you go into a space, the client always says, "Oh, I've just finished building my house. Come and design this for me. Come and do this for me." But the thing is, when you are going there, it's the architect's vision that you are going to work with before
you get to
exactly, because it's bare land, and the architect has decided that I want the house to face a particular way because I want this particular view. I want to have trees or landscaping at this particular side, So it's always the architects that we are following. But we mind you the clients, but it's the architect's vision that informs us.
The architect's vision is informed by the client's brief as well. So, the client is the main boss.
Yeah. But how, let me go to, let's soften the topic a bit. How did it all start for you, Cynthia, as an architect? How did it start?
Okay, so my name is Cynthia Dazi. I work with Symbolic Spaces as an architect. Yeah, so I think I came into the knowledge of the word architect at a very young age.
How young?
So maybe around 8, 9.
Okay.
Yeah. There was this magazine lying around in my house, and I picked it up, and it was an interview with a Ghanaian architect, the late Professor Nifo Hagen. May he rest in peace. Yeah. So when I saw what he had done, I was at a young age. I like to do little things with my hands, a little bit of sketches here and there. If I see something, I want to replicate it. So it inspired me. So I asked my dad, I'm like, who is an architect? And my dad was like, oh, so they design buildings, they do this. And I was like, okay. Then he proceeded to show me some blueprints.
Okay.
And then he's like, we do this, they do that. So I'm like, okay, Daddy, I know you work in civil engineering. Okay. I don't understand what your drawing is, but can you explain? So, from that tender age, my dad was like, okay, if this is what you want to do. So from there, he would buy me Legos, and then I would build little blocks.
Yes.
I mean, I lost track of it a bit, but then in junior high, I just knew that when we were getting to select our schools for secondary school, I remember going home and then they're like, let your dad fill the forms and all that. And I told my dad, I'm like, I want to be an architect. And he said, oh, you're serious about it? I'm like, yeah. So he's like, okay, then let's do science. Then I go to school and then there's another lady in my class who's also coming into knowledge of architecture. She's going to do visual arts. But I went home, I'm like, Daddy, visual arts is the way. He said, no, you do science. So that led me to St. Louis Senior High School, where I pursued science for 4 good years. So it was an interesting journey. Then from Louis, I went to Ken University, where I did my bachelor's and my master's. And from there, I've been working around now. I'm working with symbolic spaces.
So this question I asked is intentional. It's intentional because I wanted, and you hit it right for me. I wanted people to understand that architecture is not just building anyhow.
No.
It goes far beyond that, So this entire discussion, this not this pertaining to this particular one, but this entire show, it's an intentional one to show that everything has its purpose when it comes to building, So you can't just build anyhow. You can't just furnish anyhow. You can't just do anything anyhow. Okay. So the topic that we have is the role of an interior designer in furnishing projects. But I want to start this way. Then we'll come to that.
Sure.
When we talk about layout, what do we mean? Layout.
Okay. So when we say layout, it's a general term to give you an understanding of how a space is planned.
Okay.
So if I'm going to say a layout of a building, I'm talking about the external layout. Layout is a broad term, so we have internal and external.
Okay.
So an architect will produce a layout of your building, subject to the brief you have given him or her. So they will draft it out and then give you your layout, as you put it. Yeah. So we would say a set of plans, GA plans.
Okay.
So in your plans, you would have segregated spaces that have been wholesomely designed to flow together. To benefit your use of the space. So that's what a layout would be. Yeah.
So let me break it down. break it down.
Okay.
So what you're trying to say is that it is essentially each space and how
they flow together.
Yes. So nothing is just
no. It has to be cohesively planned.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how can we get layouts wrong? What is the thing? You give me. I'll put you on the spot. It's intentional. Why are we getting layouts wrong? Because I know I go into spaces and I itch. I'm like, oh my God, what happened here? What are we getting wrong?
Okay, so I would be speaking from my point of view as an architect.
Please do.
So I think design is, you would say, a bit of subjective to the designer and then the end user who is a client. So usually you might want to know what you want as a client so that your designer, your architect can professionally inform you and design for you. So let's say, Nabia, you want a private residence. So you might want to know, what do I want within my space? Most of the times we are informed by what we see and what we have experienced. So you go to your neighbor's house, they have this, they have that. You go like, oh, I want this, I want that. But you need to find out your personality, what your schedule is like, how your family is growing, how you are growing. And that would inform the architect to plan from your present to your future. Yeah, so we don't just plan for today. No, we plan today to your future. And even sometimes we take a bit look into your past to inform your future. Yeah. So if we are getting layouts wrong, maybe it's based on the brief the client submitted to the client.
So the client's lying to the architect.
I wouldn't say lying, but more of not information being laid out.
Okay.
Yeah. Then also, you might have a draftsman designing for you, or you might have somebody who has seen a set of drawings and think they have a bit of graphical knowledge, so they can translate it on paper for you and say that this is a layout for you.
Okay.
There are good layouts and there are bad layouts. Yeah.
Okay.
As an architect, we don't work alone.
Okay.
We don't work in isolation.
Okay.
And this sort of helps you hone in on what's going to work and what's not going to work.
Okay.
And you would assess everything from the point of view from beginning till the end.
Okay.
And you will have a good retrospective analysis of the spaces
Okay.
and know how it's going to function now and how it's going to function in the future. And that would inform if it's a good layout or a bad layout. So it depends on you. If you decide to, like, you're going to a hospital, are you going to see a quack doctor, or you're going to go with a licensed medical professional? So this makes it easier for everybody to understand.
Yes.
Will you self-diagnose, or you will go for a good diagnosis? Yeah.
Most of us will say we don't have money, so we self-diagnose.
It's not always about money.
Repeat that. I like that.
It's not always about money.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not always about money.
Yes.
If you always think it's money,
Yes.
you are limited.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, Cynthia. Correct. Okay. So standing on that point again, I want to ask, if I to talk about, say, furniture under this, what you just said about layout and flow. So I have a space, or you have a space that you have designed, and a client says, okay, Cynthia, give it to me from empty shell to fully furnished space. What comes to you, to mind immediately when you are filling up the space in terms of furniture?
I think it will start from design stage.
Okay.
Not just picking and dumping.
Thank you. Please repeat. Oh, Cynthia, you're my friend, though. You're doing so well. You're my
Not
friend.
just picking and dumping.
Yes.
So in my studio, we design from, like I said, from the past, present, and future.
Okay.
So we look at our client, from our conversations with our client.
Okay.
We pick certain things from them.
Okay.
We don't always have to ask them. Sometimes you look at how they talk.
Okay.
You look at their lifestyle, what excites them, what inspires them. And from that point of view, you pick out little things. If they're into music, you might want to think about how to incorporate music into that space. You might want to introduce a console, a media console, where they can put on their Dex player, or how do they call it?
The sound bars.
Yes, sound bars. That would inform like their personality into the space, yes. So from there, as you're planning the layout, before you design as an architect, you might want to check your site, have your analysis. Your analysis would inform how you arrange your buildings on site.
Okay.
Your analysis will inform where to put your windows, your doors. Your analysis would also show you how to circulate within the space. And when you're talking about circulation, that's when your furniture arrangement comes in.
Okay.
Let's take an example for the studio.
Okay.
When you come in, your circulation is all around the furniture.
Okay.
The furniture is the central space, yeah.
Okay.
Then you circulate around it.
Okay.
So if it's a living space, that's what we call your living room, where you receive your guests, where you sit down to relax, where you sit down to watch a movie or read a book. So we are looking at watching a movie, relaxing, reading a book. So these three activities. If it's a large space, he might want to break it up with furniture. Then you come in with a lounge, a lounger or a chaise lounge.
Okay.
Your lounger would seat a couple of people, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Your single arm sofa that is comfortable, that you sink in, would give you that reading spot. And then if you want to watch a movie with people, you arrange other furnitures around. So that would inform how you bring in your furniture into your space. Circulation, how the space is planned out, and what you intend to use within the space.
Okay. And I'm very happy you're mentioning the words chaise lounge, because, and you see, we do a lot of dumping. and it upsets me because sometimes people say, "Oh, I finished furnishing my space. You come in and see, or I've bought the things already. You come and arrange." And I'm like, why on earth did you buy this L-seater? Because it wouldn't even function. So, but this place L-seater, I'm like, no. So I'm very happy that you are saying, especially about dumping. Dumping is something that is very, very, I don't know, it's awful. You spoke about windows. Let's talk about lighting, natural and artificial. Let's talk about it's very important for me.
Okay.
Because I like big windows. The bigger the window. You have me. Let's talk about that a bit.
So I'm a pro natural light person,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm glad the studio I work with is also a pro natural light.
Okay.
We love incorporating a lot of natural lighting in our spaces.
Mm-hmm.
So I would touch on a project that I recently worked on that we have come to completion. The client is using the space.
Okay.
It's a private residence at Roman Ridge.
Okay.
So in this residence, we have a bit of lawn space. We have our courtyard with our pool, and then we have our living spaces arranged around it.
Okay.
So let me take one instance for the bathroom.
Okay.
For our master bathroom, we as architects, we designed from the point of we want to make sure the space is usable for the client. It's spacious. It's comfortable. It fits the personality of the client. So in our master suite, we were very privileged to have a client that was willing to work with us as architects, project consultants, and then also as a lead with the interior design team.
Okay.
So in our master, we have a grand space with a skylight.
Okay. Skylight.
Yes.
I want to meet your client.
Oh.
Yes, because
you should meet my boss.
I think it's your boss, because when you talk about skylights and how, like, look at this weather, for instance. Imagine like at dawn when you wake up
and breaking.
It will be beautiful.
Yeah.
Don't mind me, please continue.
So in our master suite, we in our master suite, we looked at how the skylight informs the master suite, the master bathroom.
Okay.
So in our arranging, we planned it out that we'll have a shower space, a soaking tub, and then your sink area, and then your toilet.
Okay.
Then as we're proceeding with the finishing of the project, our interior designers prompted us that, it would also be nice if we rearrange the space, put the bathtub under the skylight.
Yeah.
When you're soaking, you have a view up.
Yes.
Because we're a bit limited with windows.
Yes.
And we have another window that opens outside. I mean, your bathrooms have to be aerated all the time.
Yes.
Yeah. So this, even how we carry out the functioning and the placement of the windows and the size also informs how the space is going to feel. You enter some spaces and you feel closed in.
Yeah.
This is a studio. It has to be closed in because we don't need all that echoing.
Yeah.
But for your private space, your bathroom, you need to open up your windows.
Yeah.
Have good lighting coming in. Make sure the space is dry. Yeah. So in this instance where we have the bathtub under the skylight, you have a good view outside to the skies. You have a good view from the side coming from a slitted window that opens out and comes in. Yeah. So in that master bathroom, we have generous light. Whether we have our supplementary lights on, that's artificial lights, day or night, we have some good lighting coming in.
Okay.
So,
but why is the thing now to have small windows? And I'm blaming architects to this one. I don't care if you go and report me to whoever, because it starts from you people, right? So if the windows are small, we the interior furnishers, we kind of are limited also with what to do, because we can window dress as well. Yeah. We can put a nice seating area. We can put two nice wing chairs, we we can do so much with the windows.
Yeah, window seats.
Exactly. So why are you people giving us small windows, giving interior furnishers small windows? What's the deal here?
I wouldn't say we are giving.
It's you. It's you. You are designing the homes. So
we are designing. So
yes,
like I'm saying,
designing.
it depends on the functionality of the space.
Okay.
The location of the space. If the space is on the western facade, I wouldn't put a lot of windows. We would barely put windows on the western side. You know why?
No, explain.
Okay. The sun sets on the west.
Okay.
You don't want the sun to set for half of the day.
Okay.
In a space where you sit in with the sun glaring in for 12 plus hours.
That would be awful.
Very awful.
That would be
You
awful.
trap in the heat.
Yes.
You see the glare.
Yeah.
And it affects you.
Yes.
So you would want to limit the type of window.
Okay.
There. So from the architect's point of view, you are not placing any windows there because those sides are maybe for your secondary spaces that you don't spend a lot of time in, like your bathrooms and all that.
Okay.
I'm not putting living spaces there.
Okay.
Then maybe you have a client who doesn't understand why you have given me a blank wall. So I'm going to put a little window there.
Yes. But those little windows are awful. I mean.
Ah, well.
Those little windows are completely awful.
Yeah. And I think also people, maybe subjective wise, cost, windows are expensive.
Yeah.
The bigger the size, the more expensive it is.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, so
that's true.
you might want to incorporate some breeze blocks. Those are what we call honeycomb walls.
Yeah.
You might want to incorporate those to aerate the space.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have the resources, go in for the skylight.
The skylights, I have to meet because skylight
you have to.
Yeah, skylight
you
is.
Have to.
I think I'll probably speak to my producer and beg her so that we do a whole discussion on skylights. I will. I'll find a way to. Yeah, I'll find a way to talk to her about it because skylight is a whole thing that we should incorporate. But it comes down to structural elements that affects our furnishing, right?
Yeah.
Windows, levels, columns, partitions. Let's talk about that because we're talking about windows anyway. So let's add it. Let's talk about that.
Okay, so structural elements.
Yeah.
Structural elements keep your building up. No building can survive without. We say structures are the skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it also comes down to how the space is planned. If you're planning a space with your structural engineer, they will help you based on the design that you have produced to come up with structural elements, their placements. But then already you have a fair idea as an architect, the spans, the width of where to place your columns. So as you are designing, you have that at the back of your mind. So that when your structural team comes in, they're putting in their structural elements, the big columns, as you would put it.
Yeah.
Some are structural columns. I mean, majority of them are structural columns. You might have some intermediate ones, but then it also comes down to how your interior designer would also design around it. Design is more like encountering a problem and giving a feasible solution to it.
Yeah.
That's what design is about, So your placement of your structural elements will depend on the space and the use of the space. If I'm doing a living space, massive space, I would adopt a different type of structural elements to go with instead of just columns and beams. I wouldn't just go with that. And
that's what we see. That's all we see these days.
Because that's the generic.
And it's very boring because a furniture comes in, like I go into a space, someone goes into a space.
It's not boring if you actively design it.
But it
and also, there are other ways. I mean, construction is now, technology has advanced construction now.
No, but people are not giving us no arcs, no nothing. Look, see what I'm
saying? He said,
no arcs, no nothing. It's just there, like.
We have arcs.
Where? Show me where.
Oh.
You people are not. I'm fighting all architects.
Don't fight us.
I'll fight
No, we
people.
are your friends.
you are our bosses. We agree, but
we are your friends.
the fighting we fight.
Also, it comes down to, you would say, construction costs.
Yeah.
That's also informative. But then that's where the architect has to be ingenious about it as well, on where to place your columns, how to sort of design around it. There are some, I mean, if you go, we worked on the sky bar. If you go into the central lobby of the sky bar, you wouldn't see the columns.
Yeah.
Because we effectively designed around it.
Okay.
With a refurbishment that I was fortunate enough and privileged to lead on, we cladded our walls. If you go there right now, so much people are raving about the space now. I heard it's the #1 date spot.
It is. You should take me there.
Oh,
we'll go
no problem.
We won't take praise bell.
It's now the #1 date spot because I mean, working with architects is beautiful.
It is.
It's very, very beautiful.
You know, my thing, let me interrupt you here. I won't come again. You see, my thing with architects is that, not you, but with architects is that it's your vision we are working with.
Exactly.
But the interior furnisher is also working with the client's vision and also our vision, you know. So sometimes you can just look at this corner and say, but this particular, there's this wing chair, there's this camera, like this chair would have fit perfectly.
A mustard colored.
You know what? You see why I love
hardwood framed.
You see, you know
lounger, like a recliner in that corner with some plants around, a reading spot.
You see how you are describing it?
Yeah, because I mean that's what my boss would say. Yeah. Now you are designing.
So first, what are we doing?
That's his term. No, that's his term when you provide solutions. Okay. Now you are designing because you have a corner.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be blank.
No, it shouldn't.
What do you want that corner to be like? Is it going to be your green spot? Is it going to be your water spot?
Yeah.
Is it going to be your bar?
Yeah.
Is it going to be, like you're saying, a reading spot? It's all up to you.
Yeah.
And also to the interior designer.
Yeah.
It's not always about just what the clients want. They are coming to you to seek your professional knowledge. You have to express that. You can express it without overstepping bounds. And they would be happy to do that. You can express that. And also, furnishing is not just about buying from all the expensive locations.
Can you repeat that, please? Because if I say it, they'll say I'm too low.
No. I always say that furnishing is not about, buying from all the expensive places. My studio and I, we have a very good database of local suppliers, international suppliers.
Yes.
If you hire us to design for you, we would find out if you would want to partner or have an interior designer. If you don't have that, we can step in because we are good architects with a very good interior design palette.
Yeah.
We are. So, and we've done this over the years. So if we tell you that, if you can't afford an interior designer, let's pitch some ideas to you. Let us know what you want. And I personally always tell my clients that, what is it? What is it about you? What do you like to do?
Yes.
Sometimes some people don't give you these details, or you might not ask them because you think, no, ask them, what do you like to do? Do you like sitting down? Do you like walking about? Do you like stretching? How do you function within a space?
How do you relax? Yeah.
Because that would inform how I put in certain seats. Do you like to entertain?
Yes.
Do you like to host friends? Do you like big parties? Do you like intimate parties? All these inform, the space and even the furniture type that you want to put in. That would also show how big the space has to be to accommodate your needs.
Okay.
And that would also inform the structural elements you put in for that big space or small space.
Okay. What are your thoughts about built-in joinery, custom joinery? What are your thoughts about that? I have my own ideas about that when it comes to interior design and interior furnishing. But what do you?
I think
before I add my
built-ins are a way to explore creative storage or creative.
Hey, let's explain what built-ins are before we go all technical with. We know the terms.
So built-in storages, you might define them as the word says, built in. They are not movable.
Yes.
They are fixed.
Yes.
So they are you fabricate them and then you come on site and then assemble them.
Yes.
I think in Canada or America they will call it millwork.
Yes.
So millwork, like your joineries, your cabinetry. Let's put it that way for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pro built-ins, depending on the space.
Yes, that's also.
I like creating a lot of niches in my designs. Niches because they sort of don't give you a lump up space of storage.
Yes.
You have little pockets of storage here and there. Yeah. And when they are beautifully done, they add a certain element of touch to your space. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad we agree on different niches and all around, because I like to see that particularly in bedrooms and in living areas.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because those are the two critical spaces where you need to hide stuff.
Yeah. Always.
Always. You need to hide stuff.
Always.
So if you don't have strategic storage, which shouldn't be, as she said, lumped up, like when you enter, like you can just see that box is just there. No. It shouldn't be like that.
Especially curated space.
Yes. And I like it when, like, as finishers, as interior finishers, we get like under staircase storage spaces.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's one thing that I don't think we use it. Well, most homes don't have are not townhouses where you have upstairs and downstairs and all of that. But when I enter a space and I see that there's storage underneath, I'm like, oh, thank God, because you can do so much. Yeah, you can do so much underneath. So I like that as well. What do you also think about function first? I've started saying this for a very long time, that it's always function over aesthetic. We are doing so much of Pinterest, so much of House, so much of what are the apps again? I'm even tired when I what again? Then we do so much of internet search and trends and all of that, and we forget that function plays an integral role. We are all into pink, reds, minimalist themes. Oh, themes are beautiful. You see, she's laughing. She gets what I'm saying. You know, but at the end of the day, if you're a household with about 3 or 4 kids, what are you doing with a white, all aesthetic theme? Like, what's the meaning of that? You know,
there are trends. Trends come and go.
How can we convince people that it's
there are trends? So I remember in 2020 COVID time, when we were all stuck indoors, you would go on YouTube and everybody is renovating their space, upgrading their space. Like, I want a white. Oh, white. It was a phase, but now everybody's going tan, lime wash. That's the trend now.
Okay, let me interrupt again. So as we did last week, we have interactive numbers that I would mention shortly. And also, you are reminded that this is streaming live on Facebook and also on our YouTube channel as well, you know. So kindly go on Facebook and look for FM 101.9, or wherever you find Z Multimedia. This show is streaming live. Our WhatsApp number, and I'm waiting for your messages. Let's put Cynthia on the spot. Our WhatsApp number is 054 432 1019. I'm repeating, 054 432 1019. Then 030 395 6641. I'm repeating again, 030 395 6641. And we are back. I want to ask you, Cynthia.
Yeah.
You are an architect, I'm an interior furnisher. Why do we fight? What is, I know you're giving me that face, but you know we fight. What is the deal? At which point do we converge or merge, and at which point are we apart? Let's start with the conversion point. That's the unity part before we talk about our fights.
Okay. So, like you previously said when we're starting, the architect is the boss. So our role doesn't end.
Explain that, please.
So from design to construction to supervision to redesign, construction, supervision. So this is like a cycle for a project's life. Our role is to, like you said, or I would put it, we would give you what you would work with. If I don't design the space, you have nothing to work with. If I don't construct the space, you have nothing to work with. But here we have interior designers on one side and an architect on the other. Both work cohesively to bring out the client's vision. The indifferences might rise up when an architect has placed fenestration as window. I'm giving an example. Within a space where your interior designer might say, oh, I wish this window was not here. We could use this, we could use that. So I'm going to cover it. From your signs as an architect, you put the window there for ventilation. Or you might use that safety-wise, an escape. So if the interior designer comes and say, hey, I'm going to cover it with millwork, a blockade, they're first of all reducing the air quality within the space. You are blocking light from the space simply because you want to furnish and have a space where I can put in my millwork, I can put in my curtains or put in my blockwood. So that would where the indifferences will come in. But it's not something that can be resolved. It's if you're working with a good team, it always gets resolved. One way or the other. It always gets resolved. It's not something that you can't. No. It always gets resolved. Everybody might compromise here and there, but I mean, if I can't compromise on my point all the time, because
why can't you compromise on your?
Because it's thinking about the safety of the client, the aesthetics of the.
But we're also thinking about the same thing, just that we.
Yes, we can sort of leeway sometimes. Not use it, but I mean.
Why don't you want to use ours?
Oh, so now it's. I think people are coming into the knowledge of hiring.
Yes.
Both disciplines.
I was coming to that question.
And when you do that from the beginning, you have no issue.
Yes.
Not even a single one.
Yes.
Because from the get-go, both are bringing their ideas on board. The architect is bringing her or his idea. The interior designer is coming on and also saying, this is my vision. How do we incorporate such that both of us come up with a great space? I would give a little bit of an example with the private residence that we worked on. So we, as a studio, had to produce our design documents. And in order not to have conflicts or anything, we make sure that our documents are quite detailed, very detailed. And for some suppliers, they have their technical sheets available where you can pick up their details. So for the master bathroom that we did for the Roman Ridge residence with the skylight and stuff. So with that, when the client came and was like, I want something unique for my sink. I don't want to buy just a sink. The interior designer also came, we want to go with this design and all that. And then we also came in and gave them the dimensions, given a technical sheet with the details. Supplier details were there. We incorporated together, gave it to the interior designer. And then they had a good cohesive document that informed what they had to do. So that's when it comes in. When your drawings are thorough, when you have your schedules done, it makes it easier for the interior designer to also work.
Okay, so we have our questions in.
Okay.
The first one is from Sylvia.
Okay.
Please bring more. Let me mention the WhatsApp line again. 0544321019. Sylvia from Osu says, please, how can I make built-in wardrobes and cabinets blend well with the room's look? And I'm very glad Sylvia asked this
actually,
yes, because wardrobes and cabinets can be so hideous.
Yes.
Yeah. How can they do that?
So she's speaking from an existing space, or
let's give her both.
Okay, so if it's a new space, something you're about to do, you might want to. Wardrobes are bulky, so if I'm designing a space, I would niche in a wardrobe. If I say niche in, that means I would recess some, like a certain portion of the space or a wall to carry the wardrobe. If it's existing, then I'm making sure that my construction technique is perfect. Making sure that the dimensions are standard or fits the space. Your choice of wood color, your scheme of your space. Have you just seen something online that you want to replicate? Will it work in your space? Maybe your space is small. You might want to go with the glass front cabinet so that it opens up your space a bit. Mirrored, you can do mirrored panels. Or you can go with a subtle shade of wood that wouldn't take up your space. So that would be something I'll see for existing. For a new space that I'm building, I would niche in, recess the wardrobe, choose a color palette that fits the room, and then we'll go from there.
And I tell people that most of the time when you recess, when it goes in, she's trying to say build in, recess is like going in. That's what, don't mind her. She's giving us technical terms as if we're the architect school with her. Don't mind her. But all she's trying to say in a very proper way is that niche in, build in. So I tell people that if it's a space that you don't even have, it's not so big.
Yeah.
Building in is a good, and also another thing you look at, as she also said, you have to look at your colors as well. You know, you don't just you don't just choose any color. When you look at your colors well, then all of that. I have received another interesting question. She wants to know at which stage, so you would answer now, also answer, I think it's for both of us. At which stage should the client have an interior designer or / an architect in? Please answer yours and I'll bring mine.
So the architect will come in from the get-go.
Thank you.
From the get-go. The moment you think, I want to build, I want to have my own space, please look for an architect to help you. Because an architect can even help you with your land decision, where to buy your land, which zone you want to live in. We can inform you on that.
Okay. For an interior furnisher, normally we come in between when the architect has effectively finished with the shell, like the building. Then we come in, and sometimes it's the architect's advice that at this particular point where we have reached,
we need to bring yes. You might, for some projects, if it's like for the sky bar. We had the interior design. We're going
to that sky bar
from the get-go.
Yes.
So we would do our concept, get the client's approval. I like your thought process. I like what you're doing. Okay, then we start. So the material palette. If it's a material palette, it will be your finishes, maybe your textures, your paints, your painting, and tiles,
all of that.
It all comes on the materials schedule. So they will come in and then we would check. And no, I want this long format tiles here. I want the short format tiles here. I want this cladding here. I want that here. So we would propose. Then the interior designer would also come on board and source for them. And then we would work together from there.
So as she's trying to say, we don't just come in like
that. You should go to Sky Bar. And when you go, just look at the reception desk. That's my...
She's making me melt. I don't mind her.
Anybody who has gone to Skybar should look at the reception desk.
Okay.
It's nice geometry with the backlit onyx.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see, ZFM, we bring proper people. We are bringing you technical experts. We don't just bring you anybody.
Exactly.
We bring you people who are worth their salt.
Yeah,
so
we are proud of you for that.
Thank you. Yeah. Follow us. Theophilus says, I'm learning something. I'm also learning something, As for my boss, Cynthia, today, she's giving me all the terms. The terms I've forgotten. She's giving them to me. Hey. Then also, Diana from Dancerman says, how do I balance aesthetics and functionality in a small family home? Diana, you're amazing. This question is very good. Balance, aesthetics, functionality. Hey, Diana. You're a big woman. Yes, Cynthia.
So, I think aesthetics is something I would look at after functionality, because the core function is, what am I using the space for? If I know what I'm using the space for, then from there, when I sort it out, aesthetics is like your makeup. Yeah. Put on your makeup after you put on your clothes. Yes. So aesthetics is something you come on after you have decided the function of your space. If you do have the function of your space, then you can look at something that fits you. Not something you do and the next week you're tired, you're bored. Because there are some certain colors that we use within a space. After a while, you're like, I still don't like this. And you move on.
Like
so
extreme bias remorse, that regret is so awful. How the place is already gone and
exactly.
Okay. So let me step on Diana's question again. So family home, let's assume Diana has 2 kids. How can she, when she has to do the aesthetic wise?
So for Diana, let's say your living room,
which is always the
chaotic space.
The chaotic space. The space that the kids want to like destroy everything. Yeah.
So you might not just look at furniture from the aesthetic point of view. You look at it from the functional point.
Thank you very much.
So if you are doing that, you will look at your sofas that have storage. You might look at your sofa that have a fabric that can easily be cleaned.
Okay.
That can easily be reupholstered to give it a different look.
Okay.
You might look at functional seating. I already mentioned the functional storage. That can help you to sort out your kids' toys. I mean, if you have the space to put in the built-in, the built-ins will be like a storage space that you don't have to move about. Kids are always playing around within the space. So here, if you want to do aesthetics, you might go with the function first, and then come in and accentuate the space.
Okay.
If you're coming in to accentuate, what are the little elements you can add in? Like your pillows, your carpet, your throws, your plants. And if you travel around, you pick up little things.
Yes.
They made you happy.
Yes.
You aesthetically place them about. Aesthetic is not what is trending.
Thank you.
Because trends come and go. And you might be upset with yourself after a couple of years.
Yes,
why did I spend this much money on this dress?
There are some chairs that I don't want to be specific. But there are some, but you know what? You know where I'm going. But there are some chairs that, and they have these shiny things around them, and you see them. It became a trend at some point. Then now everybody is going into modular furniture. Now you look at, and when those shiny things begin to peel off, and you're like, okay, why on earth did you buy this thing? Well, that's the whole seat setup for
sometimes you always have to ask yourself, well, am I buying this because everybody has it or because I want it?
Yes.
Most of the times it's because everybody has it, so I have to have it.
Yes.
But it doesn't serve any purpose or function in your space.
Yeah. So Gloria, hey, Gloria from Legon, my first Legon night. I'm excited. Yay, Legon. Okay, so she has like a 2-in-1. Let's do the first one. She says, what are some affordable ways to upgrade lighting for ambience? That's the first one. That's loaded, but I like it. Let's try. Let's try for her.
So an affordable way to, please repeat.
So what are some affordable ways to upgrade lighting for ambience? I would say get those bulbs that have the 3-in-1 functions, because you can switch in between. What do you think about that?
I would go with your mood for the space.
Okay. Have you seen architect and interior design? See how we are already. Please
Yeah,
have this.
some spaces require warm light.
Okay.
Some require harsh lights.
Mm-hmm.
I don't live in a laboratory. Laboratories have sterile light,
Very
white,
harsh,
glaring, because they need to see into detail what they are looking at.
Yeah.
In my home, I would have ambient light. Ambient light, like you're saying, can be a lamp in a corner somewhere, not my overhead lights.
Yeah.
It might be your spotlights, but dimmable spotlights, or ones that are designed to go off at a certain time, or at a certain when you walk in, motion sensor lights.
Okay.
Yeah. So warm lights are good for even your eyes. If you see an optometrist, they'll tell you make sure you don't stare too much into the light. Yeah. So warm light, put in your table lamps, your floor lamps here and there, and then your color should not be so harsh.
Okay. All right. So, when you're talking plenty, just when you are excited, then that's when my producer will look at me and say, "Madam, your time is up." This is my producer cry.
Oh, just now?
Just now. Like, we're not going to give them terms and all of that.
That's beautiful.
I know, right? But Cynthia, thank you. And I'm definitely going to bring you back.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm going to bring you back because when it comes to the technical bit of building, that one, I won't say anything. I'll leave you. Tell us everything.
Of course.
Yeah, but thank you for coming.
And please let me put it out there. Yeah. There are a lot of architects around.
Yes.
A lot. Just find someone who works good with you.
Okay.
And please don't be afraid when they charge you.
I like that.
Don't be afraid.
Okay.
Because I'll speak to you at the panel.
Thank you. Like Zed from your Tonya home.
Exactly.
Expect
Please go in for architects. Please always go in for your architects. If you can't afford an interior designer yet, please make sure that your call, like, it's like going to the hospital and then
on that
get an architect.
On that note, I don't think I even have to close. Cynthia has closed for me. Cynthia, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right then. So have a good afternoon and bye.